the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory.
We are back in the Silver Spaceship for a CFP quarterfinal game here in Glendale, Arizona for the second year in a row. Last year we took on the Mississippi State Bulldogs in this very game as the 4 seed with the bye. Now we'll take on Utah, the champions out of the Big 12.
And of course, you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
And remember, it's really been the NIU defense that's carried them this far, as Utah will start out with the ball on offense. And the very first play, they shred the middle of the field and getting all the way out near midfield on the very first play of the game. So we just spoke very highly of that NIU defense. But again, just like the Georgia game, a big play on the first play. Fast forward another couple plays. Here comes Utah now in the red area, looking to go up 7-0 early. Remember, against the Dogs last week, NIU was able to hold them to field goals. And on this goal-to-go situation, it's a big-time TFL by Don Terry Poe, the super-duper senior, gets the quarterback in the backfield. And this stingy red zone defense all season long is trying to do it again here in the Silver Spaceship. However, this time it's a quick pitch and catch, getting down to the 3-yard line, which makes this a very interesting third down play call. Is this two-down territory for the Utes? Knowing how conservative Kyle Whittingham is, probably not. But here comes the quarterback rolling out to his right, but he gets sacked. He gets sacked for a loss of about 1 or 2, and now they do have to get the field goal. So NIU's defense, again, bends but does not break in the red zone, and the Utes have to settle for a field goal. First drive of the ball game for Cortez Merriman and company. We're trying to screen, and again, nothing there. So much like the Georgia game, the offense starting a little bit slow behind the 8-ball, third and long to start this ball game is not what you want to have happen. So let's see if Cortez Merriman can make a big-time throw here. He's got a man leaking downfield, Daryl Michelle, but he overshoots the receiver. Man, oh man, a golden opportunity for a chunk play in the passing game, but we can't hit on it, and now Utah is right back in the red zone. How are they getting in the red zone so quickly? But there's an outside zone run, and he's going to plow his way in, and Utah could not start the game better for them. It's 10-0 already. So NIU has to face a little bit of adversity here in the CFP quarterfinals. They're down double digits. It's not really a team that's built to come back, and that's a terrible decision. Goes from bad to worse. What is Cortez Merriman doing throwing that football up for grabs on a possession where they were actually driving down the football field? So can Utah make this a 17-0 game and basically shut the lights out on this CFP quarterfinal game? NIU has to hold them to a field goal here and keep this a two-possession game, which they do. So this will be a 13-0 game, you would assume, with about 2.5 minutes to go before halftime. Remember, NIU gets the ball to be in the third quarter, so this is a must-score drive right here before the half. NIU just looking for anything to spark this sideline right now, just any big play to get the boys going right before the half. And that's a big hole for Major Cashman, who has room to roam, and he gets past midfield. So there is the biggest play of the game for the Huskies as they try and get one more play off before the 2-minute warning, which we were able to do, but we only got a yard. So now 2nd and 9. We want to avoid 3rd and long, so let's go with another high percentage throw. That's a screen to Major Cashman, who has blockers out in front, and he does get close to the first down marker, which means it's a 3rd and 2, which is very doable for this Huskies offense. They operate very well in 3rd and shorts. And with about 9 seconds to go, we're going to hand it off to Major Cashman, who gets a big-time block by Daryl Michelle. And he gets inside the 25-yard line, down near the 20. So finally, the Huskies are in the red zone. And there's another screen a minute ago. This one's read beautifully for a loss of 2. The Utes are all over that. Then very next play, it's a run, and we're getting about half the yardage back, make it 3rd and 4 with time ticking down. 30 seconds left, half a minute ago. But now it's 4th and 4 with 30 seconds left, and analytics suggest that field goals will not win you the Verbo Fiesta Bowl in the CFP quarterfinal. So we're going to hit Daryl Michelle on an out route to convert and set up 1st and goal to go with 27 ticks left in the half. A big-time conversion by the young quarterback, Cortez Merriman. And with 1 timeout remaining, NIU believes that they can pop a run here and get a little bit closer. And forget getting closer, getting into the end zone is Major Cashman. And we do strike before the half. A much-needed touchdown drive to make this thing 13-7 at the half if we can hold them from scoring here before the half. But Utah, in literally 10 seconds, already has this thing past midfield, and they still have a timeout remaining. So they're trying to get in field goal range. However, that's picked off. Pat Kalu dropping back into coverage, getting some serious depth, and now he's returning it past midfield almost. And with 6 seconds remaining, NIU still has that timeout. Can they get into field goal range? The chart suggested the Hail Mary, but I don't think Cortez Merriman's arm can get that far quite yet. So we're going to go inside zone run to Major Cashman, who gets about 10 or 11, and a timeout is called with 2 seconds remaining, and we are going to now trot out our field goal kicker to try and get a cheeky 10 points in the last 25 seconds of the half. And Duke Shelley from 52, it's right on line, but it doesn't have the distance. Oh my goodness, it's short by about a yard. And that's a brutal way to end the half. But it is still 13-7, and the Huskies will get the ball beginning the third quarter, so we know we have to go down and score a touchdown and take the lead in this game for the first time. And we'll see if Brian Butcher can provide a bit of a spark on the return. And there he goes, getting out near midfield. Not really, actually, to the 35-yard line. But that is good field position for this NIU offense that really hasn't had good starting field position all game long. So on just the second play out of the half, 2nd and 10, we're going to go to Major Cashman. And look at this hole that Major Cashman has. That's the biggest play of the game, and he's gone. So Major Cashman goes one play, and he goes the distance, 64 yards, just like that. And this game is tied, pending the extra point. Now NIU has the lead, 14-13. So in the last minute and a half, this game went from 13-0 Utah to 14-13 Huskies. However, of course, Utah now driving the length of the field, trying to retake their lead that they had a lot of. In a pivotal 3rd and 6, and that's going to be a sack. That's going to push them maybe out of field goal range. It's Pat Kalu again. He's been absolutely everywhere. They are still going to try the field goal from about 51 yards. This one is up there, and it does sneak through. So Utah, now 3 field goals. They are back out in front. And after another Cortez Merriman interception, Utah has a short field, and they're trying to score now again. And they have it 1st and goal at the 2, so they're probably going to score here. But we've already talked about how stingy NIU has been down here, so they're going to make them earn this thing. And the first play, they're going absolutely nowhere. A loss of 2, maybe 3. That was Crack Robinson in the backfield, so now 2nd and goal. Do they run it again? Test this very good stingy run defense. Now they're going to throw it, but it's going to be a sack. All kinds of mess back there. Now it's 3rd and goal at the 6. This would be an epic goal line stand by NIU if they can pull it off again. The back is motioning. The quarterback's rolling out. Here comes the throw. It's intercepted. What a play in the end zone. And Utah gets no points. They had it 1st and goal at the 2. Wow. So NIU once again bends but refuses to break. And their defense creates a turnover. And we will head to the 4th quarter with a pop pass to Major Cashman, who gets north-south. NIU looking to retake the lead in this topsy-turvy game. However, the drive would stall with 5.5 to go, and it's 4th and 8. And we cannot punt this football. We may not see it again, or if we do see it again, we might be down 23-14, and that's a 9-point game. So we have to leave the offense on the field right here and pick up this first down. We did it last week in Athens. We got to convert another 4th and long. Cortez Merriman has to make a big-time throw down the field. He's looking. He's throwing it, and it's T. Stead on the comebacker or the hitch route, and he does just get to the sticks and get the first down to move the chains. The drive remains alive for the Huskies, which means we have to now run the football with Major Cashman, get back on schedule, and more importantly, use some of this clock if we do end up scoring. And look at this cutback by Major Cashman. He's navigating through traffic and picks up another first down. And again, we want that clock to bleed. We do not want Utah having much time left if they get the ball back to potentially go down and win the game. So as you can see, that play clock keeps bleeding. We snap it with 7, and Daryl Michelle gets absolutely suplexed. So not one of our best first down runs, you could say. But that's okay because it still took up about 35 seconds of game time. And now we snap it with 5 on the play clock. And there goes Major Cashman, who's going to muscle his way for another first down. He's now up over 200 yards on the game. And more importantly, NIU can now bleed this thing under 3 minutes to go. So field goal or touchdown. We obviously want 6. And there's a pop pass to Daryl Michelle, who gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. Remember, he scored on that play last week around this time of the game. And now NIU can take this thing all the way down to the 2-minute warning. We won't snap it on the plus side of the 2-minute warning, of course. But the problem is, even though we played the clock so beautifully, Utah still has all 3 timeouts. So they're going to get the ball back after Major Cashman scores standing up, untouched, and NIU retakes the lead, 21-16. So all we need to do now to win this game and go to the CFP semifinals is hold Utah out of the end zone. They have 150 to go, needing to go the length of the field. We've been so good all game long at forcing Utah to settle for field goals. Well, now field goals are out of the question for the Utes. They have to go for touchdowns or they lose this game. And on the second play of the drive, they have all day to throw, and that one is broken up again. So a nice play again by Lil Tuioti Mariner. And this Huskies defense can smell the CFP semifinals for the second straight year. They just have to get 3 more stops, and this one is going to be attacking by Utes. It's caught. Oh, no, and terrible angles are taken by Spencer Harper. And are you kidding me right now? The Utes have taken the lead back with 90 seconds to go. 22-21. Of course, the chart says go for 2. Try to make this a 3-point game, a back-breaking big play for the Utes, and the 2-point conversion is good, and it's 24-21. Utah gets all 8 points to retake the lead. So now less than a minute to go. Cortez Merriman, we have no timeouts remaining. However, there's Daryl Michelle, who's wide open for the first down. However, they don't give it to him. They don't give him the first down, so the clock will continue to run. He thought he already had the marker, which meant the clock would have stopped momentarily. Now the clock keeps running. We have to get a first down here to at least stop it momentarily, which Major Cashman does do. But again, we're not getting out of bounds, so the clock continues to run. We have to try and get out of bounds and set up a tying field goal. Cortez Merriman finds his drag. It's Ezekiel Corner, who for some reason caught that ball. He probably should not have. The big fellow just can't help himself. The clock is running now. We have to get out of bounds to set up this tying field goal. We're going to snap it with 15 seconds. Somebody has to get out of bounds. However, Cortez Merriman lofts it for the end zone, and it's caught by Jamal Abraham. Jamal Abraham slides down in the end zone. They go up top, and they score with just 10 seconds remaining, and the crowd is stunned here in the Silver Spaceship. How in the world did NIU just pull that off with some awful clock management with no timeouts left? But it's not over yet. We just saw Utah score in one play, so 7 seconds left. They're backed up at their own 12-yard line. They lofted up top, but it's out of bounds with 1 second left. That was a long final second, but they're going to give Utah one final play. They have to go 88 yards. We might as well not even rush anybody. Just drop back all 11. However, we do rush 3. Can somebody get there and make this an errant throw? Dontari Poe gets close. He just lofts it up for grabs, and it's batted down. It's batted down by Spencer Harper, and the Northern Illinois Huskies somehow pull out a way to win this football game again in the Silver Spaceship for the second year in a row in the CFP quarterfinal. And for the second year in a row, they will meet Notre Dame in the semifinals. I mean, come on, you can't make this stuff up. Here's a look at the rest of the field in the CFP semifinals. As we can see, number 8 Notre Dame pulled off the upset over number 1 Alabama in the All-State Sugar Bowl. Miami took down Baylor by just 2 points, and Ohio State beat Florida State. However, rumors have surfaced of me leaving NIU to take a Big Ten head coaching job, and the answer is I have decided to leave NIU. I have decided to take my head coaching position at Purdue University in the Big Ten, a 3-year deal worth, we're not going to get into the money. However, I was absolutely grateful to be here at Northern Illinois for 7 long years. Loved building this program. However, I'm not done yet. We still want to win a championship, and we're 2 wins away from accomplishing that.